Yan Shou Gong is a type of Nei Gong, okay, that came out of a Shaolin temple. Nei Gong is a more direct form of what is commonly known as Qigong, because Nei Gong is the actual art learned by the monks in Shaolin temple. I think to me the big difference between Nei Gong and Qigong is Nei Gong has the martial arts component incorporated in it, as well as the energy and the internal energy work. Whereas in Qigong, a lot of it has been simplified and they've removed a lot of the martial applications. For me, the martial application is important because it's the martial arts movements, it's the fine movements that make the Qigong effective.
Thank you. So how does it work?
Okay, in Qigong, it all based on the common, the ancient theory of the human body. The human body is constructed in a particular way. You have certain channels and we call it strings that channel energy throughout the body, and these channels serve different purposes. One is to enable you to support and maximize the efficiency of the body through mechanical muscles, tendons and fascia. And the other thing is these channels also serves as the conduit for internal energy, what we commonly call qi, or in some cases jing and yi. So what Qigong serves to do is to fine-tune the internal channels in your body, you see. And this is where the external movements help. By doing the external movements precisely, it forces the body to align these channels to create connections between the various parts of the body and to, in a way, straighten the pipes and the wiring in the body so that the energy can flow. And once you have that done, then you can feel the energy flowing in the body, and you can feel it, then you can learn how to control it. So the external movements are very important in that respect. And we have a common saying in our Nei Gong practice, Yan Shou Gong practice, it is to say, move the outside to move the inside. And that is more or less explains it.
Okay, is there any special impact on the health?
Definitely yes, because once you can mobilize your energy, it brings the whole body into harmony and balance, right? You get rid of the bad energy and you generate good energy, and this good energy will sustain your health, give you better mental well-being as well as physical well-being. It would also help you to relieve whatever aches and pains that you may have, sustain, in your everyday life. It also helps to relieve mental stress and even other mental issues like anxiety and depression. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Can anybody start at any age?
Yes, I think Yan Shou Gong has been practiced now. I've been taught and practiced for like 20 years. And I've been teaching it more recently within the last maybe 6 years, 7 years. And I've had it taught to children as young as maybe 7 to 8 years old, and adults as old as about 70 or 80 years old. So I think age is not a limit, so long as you have the ability to learn and to practice the movements. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if someone sits in a wheelchair or so,
yes,
cannot move?
yes, because a lot of the exercise sort of can be divided into different types of movements. So even those on a wheelchair can practice the Yan Shou Gong. Maybe they may not be able to stand and move, but they can still move the upper body, and that by moving the upper body, it will still help them to circulate the energy in the body and therefore bring them benefits. Yeah. So yes, even people who are handicapped can benefit from Yan Shou Gong.
Okay. So what do you recommend? How often do you need to practice to get all the benefits?
Generally, we recommend when you first start training to do it consistently for the first 30 days. The reason for that is to train the mind and the body to be familiar with the movements and to clear your energy channels. Hence the need to do it consistently, okay? And the brain and the body also learns better if you do the movements consistently. So once you've got it into your body and your mind, after the first 30 days, you need not practice it every day after that. It could be like 2 or 3 times a week. And if you consistently practice that 2 or 3 times a week for a period of about 3 months, you should have found or feel certain benefits, such as better energy in real life. Whatever aches and pains you have may be diminished or maybe removed and disappear. And generally, yeah, a better state of well-being, even mentally. That means you're more cool, you're more calm, you don't get upset so easily, you don't get worked up if your colleagues, start being angry with you. So you have a general better state of well-being, both physically and mentally.
And how many minutes per day do you suggest?
Okay, I think you don't have to practice long. I think if you can consistently practice it for 15 minutes a day, say it could be as short as 5 minutes because that's the first thing you do if you wake up, if you don't have time, or it could be up to half an hour. So anything from, say, I think 15 minutes to 20 minutes is about average. And it's more better to practice it regularly rather than intensively. That means that if you do 15 minutes every day or every time, it's better than trying to do 2 hours once a week. So yeah, so every day, a little bit every day is better than an intensive session. Yeah.
Thank you. Is there
Yeah.
anything you want to add?
I think this is the Yan Shou Gong is a very important legacy that it comes down from Shaolin Temple. It's a very interesting and a rare art, right? And so far that we have taught, it's something that gives almost instant benefits. So far in most of the classes that we have taught, even people who have not done any Qigong at all, they felt the benefits of Yan Shou Gong. They felt, warmth in their hands, they can feel energy in their body, they can feel the energy, in and you can see their eyes light up basically. I think that is the important thing. And I felt that this is one of the most effective forms of Qigong or Nei Gong, that is available. And as a trainer of Yan Shou Gong, I found that, that has been very rewarding because it's been able to help so many people, and from all sorts of background, even people who have not done any Qigong or any martial arts or don't believe in, this sort of thing. But once they experience it, a lot of them have gained benefits from it.
Yeah. So it's kind of important for all the stress of this modern time to take 15 minutes per day.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. I think a lot of people, has issues like stress, anxiety, and so on. And instead of turning to drugs, which a lot of people do, they take antidepressants, and things like that, right? Why don't you just spend 15 minutes a day in simple exercise, which not only give you better mental well-being, but also improve your physical health as well. So I think what this is important, the health benefits is not just physical, and it's not just mental, it's a combination of both. And this combination of the mind and the body is what creates well-being, you see. Your body may be healthy, but your mind is not healthy, or your mind is not healthy, but your body is healthy. It is not whole, you see, it's not holistic. So I think with Yan Shou Gong, you have a holistic sense of well-being, really, because you're both training the mind and the body.
Yeah. Could you say it's a kind of meditation? Could Yan Shou Gong be your daily meditation practice?
To me, it is, you see, because if you talk of meditation now, it's about basically a practice of awareness, right? Mindfulness and awareness. And if you're sitting down trying to be mindful and aware of what's going on in your body, I think it's far easier to be moving and to be mindful and aware of what's happening in the body, because the movement is natural. Human beings are built to move, you see. when you move, and especially with the movements in Yan Shou Gong, and it begins to activate the internal flow of energy in your body, and you can feel it, and that's where you apply your awareness to it, and that to me is meditation.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
So
welcome.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that valuable information, Master
Yes.
Boh Yap.
Thank you,
See you
and
next
thank you,
year.
Nicole.
Yeah.
And we hope that more people will take this up.